Your hips are like the hinges of a door. When they move freely, everything feels smooth. But when they start to stiffen, the whole system changes. And most people only notice when it's already affecting how they walk. In Japan, many seniors stay stable into their 80s. Not because they train harder, but because they keep their hips moving. Today, I'll show you a simple 5-minute routine, just 3 exercises you can do at home to unlock your hips and reclaim your stability before it affects your balance. Exercise 1. Hip Hinge. This is the movement that reactivates a pattern that prolonged sitting shuts down, and it's the foundation of everything that follows. The hip hinge trains your body to bend from the hips instead of the spine. It seems simple, but most people have completely lost this pattern. When the glutes stop activating properly, the body uses the lower back to compensate for every squat, lift, or bend. And that compensation is one of the main causes of back pain and instability in older adults. How to do it. Supported version, wall. Stand about 30 centimeters 1 foot away from a wall, facing away from it. Place your hands lightly on the wall behind you for safety. Feet hip width apart, knees slightly unlocked, not rigid. Now push your hips backward slowly, as if trying to touch your tailbone to the wall behind you, but without actually reaching it. The movement comes from the hips, not the spine. Keep your back long and straight. You should feel a gentle stretch in the back of your thighs. Hold for 2 seconds at that point, then push your hips forward to return to standing, squeezing your glutes at the top. Do 10 slow, controlled repetitions. Unsupported version. Stand with feet hip width apart, hands on thighs or extended forward for balance. Push hips back. Your torso naturally leans forward without rounding the spine. Imagine a straight line from head to tailbone. Hold 2 seconds, then return. What you'll feel in the first days, your glutes waking up from hibernation. That's the signal the pattern is coming back. When the glutes work again, posture improves, back pain decreases, and every step becomes safer. But reactivating the glutes alone isn't enough. There's a side of the hip that often remains weak, and it's directly responsible for most slips and lateral stumbles. The next exercise targets it. Exercise 2. Hip abduction. Hip abduction works the gluteus medius, the muscle that stabilizes your hips side to side with every step. When it's weak, the hips sway, knees collapse inward, and each step becomes slightly uncontrolled. Over time, this instability builds until an uneven surface or slippery rug is enough to cause a fall. Research shows weakness in the hip abductors is directly linked to increased risk of lateral falls, the most dangerous type, often resulting in hip fractures. How to do it? Lying version, lie on your side on a firm surface, body in a straight line, head supported by your lower arm, bottom leg slightly bent, top leg straight, foot flexed, toes pointing forward, not upward. Lift the top leg slowly to about 45 degrees without rotating your hips backward or letting your toes point up. Hold 2 seconds, then lower with control. Do 12-15 reps per side. Standing version with support. Stand beside a chair or wall, one hand lightly resting for balance. Shift your weight onto the inside leg. Lift the other leg out to the side, straight foot flexed, without leaning your torso or dropping the standing hip. Hold 2 seconds, then lower slowly. Do 12 to 15 reps per side. What matters here, not height, quality. A small, controlled lift with a completely stable hip is far more effective than a high lift with compensation. If your hip shifts, reduce the range until it stays stable. That's the correct muscle working. Exercise 3. Mini Squat Hold. This is the exercise that ties everything together because it loads the hips, knees, and ankles simultaneously in a position the body must actively control. What makes it different from a normal squat is the element most people ignore, the pause. How to do it. Supported version. Stand facing a chair or wall, hands lightly touching for safety, feet shoulder-width apart, toes slightly outward. Lower slowly, bending knees and pushing hips slightly back, just enough for your thighs to engage. You don't need to go deep. 1/3 of the way is enough. When you reach that point, stop completely. Hold for 20-30 seconds. Breathe normally. Feel your quads, glutes, and knee stabilizers working to maintain position. Then rise slowly, activating your glutes. Advanced version, no support, same position but arms crossed or extended forward. The challenge increases because your balance system is now fully engaged. If your knees shake slightly, that's normal. It's your body relearning stability under load. Why it works, the static hold, forces sustained muscle engagement, exactly what your body needs to stabilize each step on uneven ground. Over time, increase the hold from 20, 30, 45 seconds. Do 2 sets with 1 minute rest between. 3 exercises, 5 minutes. The same principle many Japanese seniors apply daily, not as training, but as maintenance of the system that preserves independence. A hip that moves freely doesn't just prevent falls, it changes how you stand, climb stairs, and walk with confidence every day. Start with the hip hinge today, just 10 reps. Come back in a week and tell me what changed. If this helped you, share it with someone who needs to hear this. And subscribe, because every week there's something new here.